Good afternoon and welcome to the Walt Disney World Resort Swan Resort. This is smack dab in the middle of Disney property between Hollywood Studios and Epcot. However, this resort is not owned by Disney. It is a Marriott resort. So if you have Marriott points, you can use them here. So that is awesome. Now, this resort does have a water taxi or boat that will take you to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. There's also walking paths to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and it's really not that bad of a hike, especially from the Swan to Hollywood. There's also bus transportation to your parks, and that's where we will start this tour since that's where we are. Right there under that awning is where you will wait for your buses to come pick you up for the parks and Disney Springs. They pick up on the other side of this. This is where your motor coaches will pick up, but there is a circle on the other side where your Disney buses will pick up. And then if we come right around here, this is the entrance to the main lobby, and we will head in there to check out what this resort has to offer. As you enter the lobby, to your right is registration and check-in, and to your left is the Disney Planning Center and gifts. So this is a little Disney gift shop that they have here since this is not a Disney resort. And also in here, you can do Disney planning. They can sell tickets and get you reservations if needed. Not any more than what the app has, but there are cast members here to help you. And then there's just kind of your generic merchandise that you would find around the parks in case you forgot to grab it while you were there. As we keep coming through the lobby, we came out of the Disney Planning Center there. There is one of the kind of back entrances to Java. We will hit it up as we come down this hallway. This is kind of the main foyer archway through the Swan, and I love this ceiling. It is so pretty. And then you have the Swan fountain here. Moving to the left of the fountain, you do have Java. They have grab and go stuff, pastries, sandwiches, they have fresh coffee bar, and they have your grab and go drinks here. So this would kind of act as your quick service restaurant here, but more of a snack bar than a restaurant. They also have a massively large wine selection for a little quick service restaurant. Continuing to move down, this is where you'll find some of the entrances to the meeting rooms and conference center. The Dolphin has a much bigger conference center, but there are some rooms here. They have these great tables here with plugs if you needed to get some work done or recharge any items, cameras, laptops, anything like that. Now the Swan is a much smaller resort than the Dolphin, but however they share all their amenities, and they are so close together, kind of back to back here across this bridge. So we'll look at some of the things here, and then I'll try to put a link into the Dolphin Resort so you can see where their restaurants are. And they also share the Grotto pool with the Swan and the Swan Dolphin and Swan Reserve, which I will link its review into this video that we did with the Dolphin so you can see it in this video also. There is the Swan fountain down there near where Java was. And then here is a chill frozen drinks. It opens at 1:30 p.m., runs to 8. They have pre-made frozen drinks, strawberry daiquiris, mudslides. They also have Dippin' Dots, so you can get all kinds of stuff there. So kind of across from Chill and the hallway where we will get to Kimonos and Garden View Grill is Il Mulino. I'm not sure how you would pronounce it, one of those two ways. It is a traditional Italian restaurant. And I'll kind of come over here and show you some of their menu. They are open from 5 to 11. Their lounge opens at 3:30, but I don't know if you can get through the glare, but that is some of their offerings and their wine list. Now we'll head across the hallway to the other two restaurants down here. Is your Garden Grove restaurant, and your Kimonos is how I'm gonna say it. Garden Grove a long time ago used to have a character meal, but that has probably been, man, maybe 20 years. But let's go down here and check out their menus. First one we come to is Kimonos. Hope I'm saying that right. But my wife and I were looking at this menu, maybe last week or so, and it looked amazing. This isn't even the full menu, but just some of their signature rolls. Oh, I love a dragon roll. And compared to prices just around Florida, these aren't expensive for rolls. I don't know about the rest of the world, but there's a QR code to see their full menu. And I was told by a guest that on certain nights they do karaoke after their dining room closes. So you might want to validate that online, but that sounds really cool. Get sushi and then wait around and do karaoke. As we continue down the hallway, we get to the Garden Grove, but at first we pass the bakery of the Swan and Dolphin. And look how amazing some of these cakes are. And there's some even gone from the other day, so I'm guessing they were actually cakes made to go out to weddings. But here is the Garden Grove's menu. Looks like I know they do breakfast. I'm not sure if they do lunch, but I know they do dinner also. But your check-in is down here, and it has got a huge tree with lanterns in the middle. I need to amend what I just said. I was talking to a cast member to see what time their dinner service opened, and right now they are only serving breakfast. They are just open for breakfast, so no lunch or dinner at the Garden Grove right now. From Garden Grove check-in, you go out these side doors. It is one of the ways to get to the lap pool here at the Swan, and we'll walk over there now and check it out. Another way you can get there is this large walkway that connects the back of the Swan to the back of the Dolphin. This is the walkway we just came down. That is the back of the Swan, which we'll go over to in a second to show you where the water taxis are and the walkways to the parks, and that connects you to the back of the Dolphin. This is the lap pool. They do have some cabanas here that you can reserve, and then there is a bar and grill over on the other side, which we'll go check out. Here is the Splash bar and grill. Now you can order food here, but they cook it inside and bring it out. And another one of the really cool things about this is that you can order online from your chair. So you see that says Lime 82 with a QR code. You can just scan that, and then they will bring it to your chair here at the lap pool for the Swan. They do have some recreation stuff here. You can see they have cornhole and ping pong and pool tables. And then at the back here is one spa and hot tub, whichever you'd like to call it, before you get to the shared amenities. One thing I did fail to mention is that there is a health club or fitness room right here. I don't believe there's any way to get to it from inside. I'm pretty sure you have to come out this walkway to get in there. I might have to check that online, but when I was doing last year's review, I was pretty sure I didn't find any kind of way to get there. This walkway takes you to the Grotto pool, Springs pool, the playground, and the beach. So now is where I will insert that section from the Dolphin so you guys can check out those amenities. Then I'll come back and show you where the water taxis are. This starts the shared pools, in my opinion. I think the next pool we're going to, the Springs, is technically a Dolphin pool, but it is right at the edge of the Grotto. So in my opinion, it is a shared environment. And this is where we'll start our tour of the shared Grotto pools. There is the Springs pool, and we'll get a little bit better look at it as we go over there. But here is a kiddie pool with a 0 entry. I don't know that I've seen too many kiddie pools with a 0 entry on it. But to the left here is your, what they call the Springs pool. And it empties into the official Grotto pool, which is on the other side of this bridge here. This starts the long winding Grotto pool where the water slide is and the waterfall, and we're going to move into that area now. On your way into the main sitting area of the Grotto pool, you have a towel pickup and a kind of beach shop here with flip-flops, floaties, and sunscreen. And that pulls us into the main sitting area of the Grotto. Here's a good look at this main section of the Grotto pool. It goes off to the right here, which is the part we started at and saw, and then heads off to the left equally as far. We're gonna go behind the waterfall here in a second, and that is where the water slide comes out. Right now we're gonna cross over this bridge to show you one of the hot tubs and how you get to the water slide. We are on the back side of the Springs pool in the beginning of the Grotto. That is the bridge we just came over. That is the side of the waterfall. This is the stairs up to the slide. And then right here is where you find your first hot tub / spa. So we come around here, that is the exit of the slide, as you saw from the opposite side. And now we're going to head back here to look behind the waterfall into actual Grotto. Here is behind that waterfall. So there is seating back here. It's in the shade. However, it does get wet. That is a lot of mist coming off that waterfall. And as you can see, there is a small swimming section behind the waterfall. So this is an amazing little spot to hang out and swim. Moving along from the other side of the waterfall in the main section of the Grotto pool, we have another hot tub slash spa over here. And then the last section of the Grotto pool over here with another bridge, so they kind of mirror each other. The Grotto pool does have some cabanas. I'm not sure how you reserve them. I'm guessing you could do it online and probably be recommended to do in advance. Also, as part of your shared amenities with the Swan and Dolphin is this lovely beach that looks out to this lake, and it has pedal boats that are shaped like swans, and then this large outdoor playground here. Now, I will let you know there is no canopy over this playground, and it's made of metal, so it probably will get warm in the afternoon. That might be a good early morning, late evening things. And then they do have fire pits along here and hammocks. Sometimes this will close for private events, so you might want to also check that out. We are now at the back of the lobby. So the hallway for the Garden Grove and kimonos is right through there. The lap pool is down that way, and the walkway to get to the Grotto pool. And then this way takes you over these bridges and to the Boardwalk Resort. Once you get to the Boardwalk, if you make a right, it'll take you to a walking path to Hollywood Studios. And if you make a left and go over the second bridge, you'll be heading towards Epcot. Both are a little bit of a hike, but not bad walks at all. I do believe from here, you're probably closer to Hollywood Studios than Epcot, but you're really close to the middle. The bridge between the Dolphin Swan is where you'll find your water taxis, AKA boats. It comes from Epcot, which is from under that bridge, and Hollywood Studios, which is this bridge, and they will go back and forth. So ask your driver which way it's heading, because it could have been coming from Epcot heading to Hollywood or vice versa. Thank you guys for joining me on this tour of the Swan Resort. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like what we're doing, please think about liking and subscribing to the video, and remember to treat each other with kindness. Have a great day.